Have you ever spent time outside of an abortion clinic? You know how many empowered women I see outside of an abortion clinic? None. They all come out with glasses crying. And don't say it's because, well, we were yelling at them. No, we were bowing our head praying for her. Praying that she would be sobered by the reality of what she just did.
They have their baby that they had by their father and they before he leaves to the orphan.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Are you aware that 57 million children have been slaughtered in our backyard, literally in America? This isn't like overseas, this is like here. Okay? Do you realize that? 57. How many of those women do you think sacrifice their child for convenience? Well, I got finals, I can't have no baby. Right, and the Bible says that God hates the shedding of innocent blood. Satan loves telling you have the freedom to sin. There are a lot of people in hell right now who think that they have the freedom to sin.
He tells us to judge righteous judgment. He does not tell us not to judge.
Where does he tell us that?
Is it, there's a lot of places.
John 7:24. To judge, not according to appearance, but judge with righteous judgment.
Jesus didn't say don't judge. The Bible's a very good book.
We're moving my phone. I'll make sure to get back with you. All right. Okay. You're welcome.
Thank you.
They don't have the right to live. That we have the right to choose whether they live or die, like playing God. Okay? The Bible says that all men are created equal. Okay? The Bible doesn't explicitly repeat that, but it denotes that because we're all made in God's image, therefore we're all
debating amongst themselves.
Probably
with those same rights to hurt each other. Okay? If you're going to say this is not a human being, the question is it a matter of position? Is it because the baby is outside? Like someone else is using that argument, like, well, the baby's outside, therefore it's a human. If it's inside, it's not. The baby has an origin. It has to start somewhere, and just because it starts inside doesn't mean it's any less of a human. That isn't right.
Well, I mean, I take it as the breath of life. That's how I take it.
What is the breath of life?
They are born.
What about a heartbeat?
They breathe. Are they breathing when their heart's beating?
Did you know that they actually do have lungs that work before they're born? Before they actually breathe it through their esophagus? They have lungs that the mother breathes in, and it both goes into her lungs and into the baby's lungs. They also have a stomach. All that nutrients go into the stomach. So it's funny, because you'll look at one part and say, well, lungs and breath, but you won't look at heartbeat. It seems inconsistent. I would just ask you to reconsider that.
Well, I use the lungs and breath of the Bible.
The lungs,
the answer on that. Well, when Eve was made, God took part of Adam's rib and formed.
You're hurting yourself.
So did she have breath of life before or after? Or did God breathe life into her?
I'm not sure, honestly. Did he?
That's what I asked you.
Well, I just said I'm not sure. Did in the Bible does it say that he breathed life in her?
he's trying to show the logic.
Because you're saying breath.
Right. So the point is we say,
but God formed Eve and brought her to Adam.
Are women zombies? Are women walking dead people? Because you're saying this is not authentically human. Are women authentically human? Because the Bible doesn't record that God ever breathed life into Eve and Eve became a living being.
Well, I think that's just assumed if he breathed life into Adam.
Why would it be assumed? You're saying that a human came from another human. Are we? That's what we're saying. We're saying a human comes from another human. But you're saying the difference between that human being actually being called a human being is whether or not it's breathing. Right?
Yeah, I get what you're
So the Bible doesn't help you in that logic because honestly it's fallacious. Because you're taking out of context. And I don't know why you're doing it, quite frankly. I don't know why you're using that argument. Maybe it's personal reasons or whatever. But the reality is it's there. The truth is always there. With Blaise Pascal, he's a French philosopher, he said, with faith, there's just enough light for those who want to see, but there's always enough darkness for those who want to blind themselves in it. So my question is, are you looking at this from the reality that you're a sinner before God? Are you looking at this from the reality that God actually did speak those words that you quoted? And that he has a grand will, and his will is that we don't murder one another? Are you looking at all of that, or are you just looking at this isolated verse so that we can just say, well, I don't think whatever I did or whatever someone else did wasn't actually...
Yeah, I understand.
He really genuinely saves. He saves the worst of us. Okay? If I'm here, he saves the worst of us, okay? figured I'd be the last guy to ever talk about women's rights or genuine human right to life or anything like that. I have used people for a long time in my life. Jesus saved me. He saved me from my sin. It's not satisfying. It's not what my soul was made to endure, to experience. I was meant to be in relationship with God. You see that? So the sad thing is a lot of these human beings will never get to sit down and have a cup of coffee with 57 million people. I will never be able to hug one of those people in my church or hug one of those people at a gay bar, right? When I'm outside leading them away from a beat their father, okay? I never get to do it. Why? Because they're dead. They're dead, really. It's not fair. It's not fair to anyone here who's living who doesn't get to enjoy people like yourself. Okay? We're here because we love you.
Anyway, it's a
father. Calling, by the way.
So it's a whole story.
Hi.
What's your name?
I'm Miranda.
Miranda, very nice meeting you.
You too.
It was a pleasant discussion. I appreciate your time.
It was. You posted a very good argument.
The young brother is the atheist. There's a lot of talking.